Welcome to our reading for Monday, the 7th of November, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign, and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everyone involved. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for that wave? Crashing into the wave? Riding the wave? Or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the links below. Show your love and support to the artists and musicians and see if there's more signs and symbols, more depth, like in the lyrics that you connect to today's reading for you in those links. Thank you for joining me, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in a moment. Welcome to our reading for Monday, the 7th of November, 2016. Let's begin and see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Monday, the 7th of November, for the highest, greatest good of all. Let's start with one oracle card for clarity, focus, understanding the energies, and a little wisdom to ride these energies best for all of us. Hello. Hi, hello. Card for Monday. 23, rescue. So this is cute. It's also a 5. So it's a rescue out of the chaos, a rescue from something that was changing around you. I feel like it's like bringing you out of chaos into something serene. There's I want to say a chance here. There's like a roll of the die. You know, there's this random dice just underneath, like chances, fate, I think I like que sera, sera. You know, whatever will be, will be. Trust that there's a higher purpose. Trust that there's a reason to, I want to say, take yourself out of the chaos here. Release yourself from anything that was weighing you down and rise above the situation. See how we're all connected. We all have a purpose. We all have a divine purpose, a place, how we're all connected together. I feel like this is actually somebody coming to the rescue today too, like just in the nick of time kind of thing, like that phone call that you get, that, like I just saw somebody like taking a bathroom break just at the right time that they get a text or something like that, or just at the right moment to not be wherever you were before the bathroom break, and you're ignoring something that was going on in there and you just weren't a part of it, which is better. Like, I feel like you're just not a part of something that isn't good for you, isn't right for you. It's like, I feel like you're finding solitude somewhere among chaos. You're letting something go. You're rising above a situation. I hear chance and fate. I'm not sure why, but maybe it's like taking a chance that brings you to something fateful, that there's something fateful on the other side, that maybe it's about where you're heading towards. I feel like there's help here. There's something helpful coming into our world today just when we need it. I feel like it's that kind of thing. It might be information. You know, it might be the bigger picture of something. It might be help to get you out of a certain situation that you know, didn't want to be involved in. But I feel like you're also, there's something standing out here. So let's go to the Art of Life Tarot and get another card on rescue number 23. So maybe it's, I hear time for a change, time for a rescue, need for, I don't know, I see like all this smog and this like dirt, like something unclear, something in the haze, something like blurry down below. And I feel like even when you're up there, it's still a little bit blurry. But you have to know that you're getting yourself out of a situation, or the situation is allowing itself to, like, the dust to settle, so you can wait till things are clear to come down. I feel like you're up here for a reason while this is unclear. And you're waiting for things to become clear before you move. Or you're going somewhere that you can see, where it's not so dirty, where it's clean, and where, you know, you wanna land and stretch your legs out and have a picnic, which doesn't look like it's down there. So let's move to the Art of Life. Let's get another card for 23. Rescue. The Five of Swords. So this is just feeling defeated, you know, and definitely needing a rescue if you feel like you've been defeated and you feel like you need a way out. It's also a 5, so that's bringing change. It's bringing solutions by things not working right, you know. If it wasn't working right, you have to understand what wasn't working to change it, you know, rather than repeat it. Otherwise, it's just a spinning wheel that's getting nowhere. So sometimes I go about pitying myself, and all the time I'm being carried by great winds across the sky. You know, there's all of this going on under here. You don't understand. You don't see, it's in the fog. And, you know, don't get wrapped up in what's going on down here too much when it's going to be clear. Something's moving us towards clearer skies. This is where we are here. As long as you don't get wrapped up in the worry, you know, what didn't work, how that didn't happen, what went wrong there, getting so sucked into the negative energy that makes you stick down that maybe your wheel isn't turning, you know, but maybe you know, you're just, yeah, I see, this is weird, but I see like, I want to think of like a maybe because I'm looking at this, but I see like almost like a honeycomb wheel. So picture this. The flower of life works here, and you're inside of this, and this, you know, this is all dirty and foggy. So you can't really see what's going on out here, and you think you're not moving because you're so focused on what you can't see, you know? And meanwhile, this thing was spinning the entire time, and as soon as you realize that either the dust settles, or you finally get the right cleaner to clean this glass off, or whatever it is, this veil, you know, when this veil lifts, when this veil gets thinner, when it clears itself away, you realize that you're already down the road. You're already right where you need to be. There was just something that had to go on behind the scenes that you didn't understand, but don't focus on that. See where you are now. See what we can change now. See what you can do now. It's having great change come about when you're looking at what didn't work. When what didn't work is what brings the change in the first place. If that made any sense. I hope that made sense. Let's go to the Angel Tarot. It's actually the Power Archangel Tarot. And let's get another card for the Five of Swords. It's feeling like you're not winning, when you're at odds with someone else, when you can't, when there's, I want to say, differences of opinions, you know, many different things, different angles of a situation. Everybody's right. Maybe you're right in one thing, someone else is right about something else. But in the end, it's just all creating the change. That chaos is where the change is coming. You know, when things are stirred up in the pot inside of you, that makes you focus on what you can do to change something. And sometimes you didn't even realize you were stuck. Sometimes, you know, we don't even realize that it was unclear or foggy or dirty the whole time, you know? So, I just got this was weird. I just got the image of the same thing spinning and going down a wheel and like almost like a cartoon. Like I hope you get this image. Like going down and like hitting a rock or a boulder or something and bouncing off, and instead of it like coming clear like this and just sort of cleaning it off, it's almost like it breaks. So almost like the glass breaks and you're busting through something. So there's actually no barrier. I feel like there's no barrier or veil here. I just lost quite a bit of the deck, quite a bit. So let's put this back and let me shuffle while I'm trying to explain this image. So, you know, maybe it's something that happens fast. Maybe something busts through or breaks through and now you see clearly. This is also in OJIBWAY saying, and I want to show you the picture before I forget, and it's Felices Le Treat, detailed by Claude Monet, 1883 private collection. It makes me think of getting away, something serene, something beautiful. Moving along the stream the whole time, but great winds across the sky. That makes me think of great change, the winds of change, information changing when I think of winds. And maybe this connection to the sea here, to the water, is your emotions changing because of all this information coming through, something like that. Let's get another card from the Angel Tarot on 23, Rescue. And the Five of Swords. The Knight of Michael. So finding strength in moving forward with something. That's also like the Knight of Air. So knowing what I hear truthful solutions. So riding towards the truth of solutions and healing and energetic vibrations that are positive and loving. I want to say fast, but fast, focused, clear truth. It's time to move quickly with something, choosing logic over emotion. So maybe you were getting wrapped up in this body of water here, all these emotions. Meanwhile, you need to focus on the winds of change that are occurring right above your head. You know, maybe you were just standing here and you're looking down at the water, thinking about everything that didn't work, thinking about the problems, you know, that aren't being... I feel like the problems that aren't working out are because our focus needs to look at something else. Look at what is changing, what we can do, what you can do, what you can rescue. Maybe that is you being able to rescue a certain situation, having a solution that you're really clear about in something, you know? You have the truth in something. Time to move quickly, choosing logic over emotion, and the sudden changes. It's somebody strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. It just, like, I'm here, processes, thinks, plans, programming, organizing, but moving forward with those, like, just gets the job done. On to the next, on to the next. Doesn't get wrapped up in what didn't work, just does what has to be done to find a solution. So you're not sitting there wasting time. I'm getting time here. You're getting on your bee and you're moving, getting your, like I see worker bees, like maybe you're a boss, or it's time to be a leader in this situation, and like you know, like maybe like ask for help or put some responsibility out there. So, change something with a schedule. It's like being logical, not getting wrapped up in emotions, not getting wrapped up in what didn't work, just cleaning up the mess and moving on, you know, finding a solution from the mess, using the mess as a blessing, using what didn't work as a blessing to find a solution, to move you along, to get things done, to get things to change, you know. I feel like this is solutions somewhere. And I feel like it's strength. When I see Michael, I think of strength. So strength in words, strength in truth, strength in how you think, thinking clearly, you know, understanding we all have opinions. We all have a way of seeing something. We all have our own truth, you know, from what we went through, what we've seen, what we were taught, what we know, what's been revealed to us, what has not been revealed to us. All makes a difference. So you have to adapt to circumstance and change. And when things happen quickly, sometimes change is hard. But I feel like this was hard before and the change is a-coming. I feel like things are just coming clear here. The sun is bursting through in the background. The wind is blowing across the field. So maybe I feel like there's worry. Maybe it's just letting something go, you know. I feel like you're moving out of a situation here. You're going where you're like on your own, you're confident, you're strong, you're not. You're just kind of riding along your own path here, you know, doing your own thing, writing your truth, just waiting to see what's ahead. You know, if you come across something that didn't work, you can go quickly. I feel like the horse, it's funny, it's Michael, so that's air, but the horse makes me connect to the earth, feeling grounded, being strong with the earth. I feel like when I see the horse, you can take the horse on the beach, you could take the horse, you know, through the woods. And if a log fell over, you know, your off-road, awesome, you know, ATV probably can't get over the log, but the horse can. The horse can go through the stream. The horse can get over the changes that occur on the earth easily because it's the part of you, the part of us that's connected to the earth, to change, to make the change happen. When you feel that need to move, need to do something, need to leave, need to go into something, to do it, to go with those urges to make changes. But I feel like they're healthy earth changes, if that makes any sense. I feel like the horse is working with the energies that are moving, and I feel like the horse is like in tune, in sync, in the now with that adaption. So let's pull another card. I'm going to go to the Thelema Tarot and get another card for 23. Rescue. This could be the Knight of Michael that's coming to the rescue. This could be you, you know, having this confidence, this courage to just move out of a situation, think clearly, not get emotionally wrapped up into something, and just allow yourself to move with the changes. Or could also be an air sign, so it could be like a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. But I feel like that's, I mean, it could be, but in general readings, especially in the dailies, I feel like it's always wisdom for us, for all of us. So, waiting for something to come clear before you move as well, but being ready, understanding there are things changing all the time as well. Let's get another card for Monday. Well, that's the World. Ta-da! I don't know where that came from. It just looks like, it's like curtain, you know? It's time. The world is connecting. We're all connected together. It's an ending. It's number 21. So this brings change. It brings creation. It takes a male energy and a female energy, and it merges them together with spirit, with the world, with living energy, with God, and create something new. It's the merging of the two energies and I want to say the divine light inside of us, you know, that sparks something different, that sparks the change. It's stepping onto something, dancing with change, feeling free. I feel like there's also connection to, it's funny, I'm getting the 3, but then there's the 4 as well. You know, the 4 corners, the 4 elements, the eagle, the lion, the bull, and the angel. I feel like it's like universes. I feel like in this card there's actual portals that are coming together at one place, if that makes sense. Or there's 3 different things coming together, 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 energies. I feel like it's creativity is all coming together to create some kind of balance, something breaking through. I feel like there's, if you look through back here, it looks like there's a Vesica Pisces here, like something new is birthing through. And I almost get that sensation like she's dancing on water even, or dancing on energy, like sound. At each step is a sound. Like this foot hasn't been put down yet. Maybe that's why there's only 3. You're waiting to take that next step to start something new. I feel like that next step creates another ripple, like another sound wave, another something. I feel like right now there's 3 and there's, I don't know, either you're stepping on one together here or you're waiting to take a step in a different direction. But I feel like this is ending. Ending, starting, recirculating, moving, like ending and beginning. Let's get another card. There's so much, I want to say sound in that card, but movement as well. So maybe music, maybe speech, maybe speech. I don't know. I feel like it's also silence. I feel like I want to say there's like a stretching going on to this card. I know sometimes I go off on a tangent a little bit when I try to explain how I see movement in cards. I hope you're with me on this. And I also see like almost like a pulling and a pushing, or like rubber bands coming around, like also something coming through, like sound coming through, sound going out, movement going out, information going out, and it's stretching and coming back in, almost like breathing. Let's get another card. Let's get more clarity on the world. It's also connecting to the world. The world is listening, you know, the sound of the world, your part in changes in the world, how we're all connected in this world together. We're all on the same earth together, and yet our collective consciousness is connected to worlds, to universes, says, dimensions beyond what we can see, energies bigger than we can understand, and yet we're still tapped into, we're still stepping on, we're still a part of, we're still here to create that change. It starts in us. This light starts in us. This birthing process begins in us, not really out there. There's a connection with what goes on out there, but the start is in us. The creativity is in us. The change is in us. Vincenzo is agreeing with this statement. So it starts with what you can do. This peace, there's just a peace here. Look at how peaceful, balanced, serene, and yet loving this moment, loving this dance, loving this expression, loving this. I feel like there's a bursting through something here. Understanding something, tapping into something you didn't understand before, finding that connection, finding a connection within it all. I also feel like there's big ears here like you're listening. Let's get another card from the, I don't even know what I have, the Steampunk Tarot for Monday. One more card from the Steampunk, and then I'm going to move along to maybe 2 more cards from 2 different decks. So let's get one for clarity on the world, 21. The 5 of Swords, the Knight of Michael, and 23, rescue. Maybe it's not about waiting for the rescue, it's starting that process yourself, stepping on that point, you know, where you feel like you're free, where you can make a difference, your own personal connection you have, you know, your own story, what you see. And that is the Knight of Wands. So you have the Knight of Air and the Knight of Wands, thinking clearly and with passion. I feel, I'm going to read the little saying in this, but I feel like it was something like, don't worry about what, like, I'm not worried about what those hieroglyphs say or interpreting them. Let's just do this now. Let's just, I know I'm going to figure it out. I know it's going to work out. I know I'm going to understand that clearly, even if you can't understand. So let's get going with the solution. It's having that much passion, that much confidence in what you're doing that you know it's going to be okay. You know, it's putting, I feel like, your heart in there. But, Wands, reading something clearly, reading something, understanding something that was totally unclear, like encrypted before. I want to say like encrypted, like it needed to be interpreted. You needed to find the Rosetta Stone first, you know, but there was a part of you that understood something before that translation came about, maybe for others. Maybe this is something, Knight of Wands could also be a fire, so it could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries energy coming in. I feel like it's a balance. I mean, it's this beautiful girl or man. It could be a man with awesome, awesome hair. Or a girl just, you know, sort of wearing that suit, like wanting to, I would say, connect to her masculine side and do something about what she's passionate about and not worry about what she doesn't understand. Just figure that out later. Let's go to this. This is new, this deck, and I like how they all have little sayings. So I'm going to look at the Knight of Wands and let's see. And it's here. The Knight of Wands is, I assure you, I do not need to read those hieroglyphs in order to conquer this situation. Core meeting, someone who acts based on will, inspiration, or passion. So what drives them? It's not really the thinking clearly. It's getting wrapped up in the passion, and this person is thinking clearly. So there has to be a balance between what you're passionate about and what you actually understand. Maybe you do have to take some time to read those hieroglyphs. Maybe you rushed by something before in the past, or someone around you did. Someone kind of fiery in nature and thought they understood a situation and didn't bother to read the fine print. You know, and this is telling us to read the fine print on what we're clear about, what we're truthful with, what we understand actually, not just because we want it to be so, because we desire something so much, that we have passion for it to be something, and we want it to be so much that we bypass something that's truth, something literally written on the wall. So there's different ways to look at this situation. I feel like it's something right there in front of us, right along the wall, right in front of you. And it maybe taking time to interpret it, to understand where those passions are coming from, where that song is coming from, maybe looking at the lyrics of a song, or the meaning behind the passion, the meaning behind something first, before you ride through, before you begin something, before you finish something. Look for the truth, the underlying truth of something. Let's go to the Fairy Tarot, and Vincenzo singing so beautifully, Vincenzo. That is definitely a ta-da moment. Thank you. All right, let's get another card. Oh, I love when you sing so much. You are such a good singer. So maybe it's about singing, you know, creating music of change, maybe. Harmony with one another. Harmony in a situation. Maybe you were just passionate about it before, and you can take that passion and insert some logic and put some plans together, and maybe like I see somebody writing a song or a book, or put that passion into something logical, into something like with diligent, you know, to getting the job done and to make it work and not be so I hear bouncing around, whatever that means. Maybe you're bouncing around with different things here, and you have to find that nugget of thing that you're passionate about, but, you know, start from the beginning, really do some research about it first. Let's get another card for the day. And that's awakening. So this is using your own strength to change your mind about something, to see something different. This keeps coming up. This just came up for the weekend. So it's 12. It's usually the Hanging Man, but it's allowing yourself to change your mind, expanding your mind a little bit, expanding your passions a little bit, expanding everything so you can fly out a different way, not the same way. It's finding new solutions, new filters on how you saw a situation, new, I'm getting solutions, new, I guess, awakening. Maybe we're awakening to things being different than they were before, or things needing to change, you know, in our lives. It's you coming clear with something. You're turning your light on here. You're letting your own sun shine. You're using your own strength to bring stability in your situation, in your world, so you can fly. I feel like with these wings, they fly any way you want, backwards, forwards. You can go up, down, across. I feel like they're dragonfly wings. So I feel like you're adaptable. You have to think outside the box. You have to find strength by thinking outside the box, by being unique, by being different, by finding your own unique passion that makes you feel like you're turning on your light, and then finding stability with that. I feel like it's just us not being, I don't want to say where this is coming from, but just us not being miserable. Finding something you're passionate about and then making that something you like strive for, something that's in your life, something you want to do, something you find some stability with, small, big, you know, it could be something little you're passionate about, you know, a hobby, something you like to do. Find a different way to think about that hobby so you can be you, so you can have that in your world, so you can do something you want to do with your day and inspire someone else to find something they want to do, or to pursue something that makes them happy, to find a different way out of that same thing that you did, you know, that had to be a certain way. I feel like this is doing something different. Finding little things to make everything better for all of us. For you in the beginning with that 4. And I feel like it's still backwards. You know, you still have to turn it around. Even if you turn yourself around, you still have to spin. You still have to look at things a different way so that you find which way is right. You find which way works best. You don't just look at something straight one angle. You actually turn it around. Let it spin. It's finding balance in a situation by awakening. I also want to say, like, everybody wakes up at different speeds. You know, some people wake right up and they're good. They're ready to move. Some people take a while. Some people are grumpy when they first wake up. You know, coming back into this world, into this reality, this thing, it makes them grumpy, you know. You want to go back to where it was happy land and dreamland when they were sleeping. That was better there. Sometimes awakening is hard. You know, sometimes you're forced into running into something. You have to get somewhere quick, and you didn't expect to have to get ready so fast, and now you're, you know, having to change fast. Sometimes you wake up a little early and you got some time. You can chill, you can do your push-ups, you know, take a bath, take a shower, prepare something for later, think about everything, get something ready, but every day is different. So maybe there's preparation needed, you know, but you have to do something different here so that things can change. And it's just allowing yourself a little change in perspective. That's it. So that things can get better. So change the way you're looking at the situation and embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. Not forevs. Not forevs. Just a moment to see something different. You know, you're doing a push-up. You're getting some muscle. You're doing some strength. Or getting some strength, spiritual strength here. And you're staying long enough to maybe feel like, you know, your muscles jiggle a little bit or something to happen. But you eventually turn yourself over, and it feels a little bit different at the beginning when the blood leaves your head and everything sort of settles back in alignment. And then, you know, you feel better. You feel like things were moved around. They weren't stuck somewhere before. You got your endorphins moving. You got your... It feels good to change sometimes, you know? Sometimes it feels good to see something a different way. Sometimes it doesn't feel good right away, but it comes later. You know, we feel that strength coming through later. We see things differently later. So let's get one more card for the day since we're on like 34 minutes here. And this is the Winged Enchantment. Also new, so I'm going to end by a little story time and bringing clarity to this reading for the day. Changing the way you see a situation and looking out at it as a blessing. Maybe in the end, you know, it was a rescue from something the whole time. You know, or allowing you a rescue, allowing you a way out. And you didn't realize it before. You didn't realize it would bring so much balance until later, kind of thing. Let's get one more card for the day. The Crane. Ooh, that's beautiful. Number 6. And it's connected. Look at it's like the sea. I see like seaweed. Or yeah, like I think of like it's really pretty, like getting caught in the tangles, or something camouflaged here, or something flowing, something, I think of vegetation, and I think of like vitamins and minerals, and something nourishing, but like something was being nourished before, but kind of lost, hidden. I see all the fish, and then I see this beautiful crane like landing, coming to this oasis, coming to this, I want to say a gentle, strong home. It makes me think of a nest for some reason, like a really big nest. It looks like Vincenzo when he like does my hair, when it looks like a rat's nest, you know? All right, so look, it's also balance. It's 6, so it's decisions from love, allowing balance in your decisions, having a filter of love in every decision you make, using your higher self, not getting tangled up in those deep emotions, but rising above them and untangling them, you know? Let's see what this means. 6 is Crane. I am Crane. The moment of true awareness. I am lasting peace. I am still water. I am unparalleled focus. I can stand alone longer than anyone, waiting for destiny to unfold at my feet. I never miss a ripple in the water, nor do I dwell on those that have already passed. You must also learn to allow your future to find you in the perfect moment. Be at peace now, be silent. Your mind is too busy. Your focus is too shifty. Your spirit like a restless dream. Gather your visions and retreat, giving them time to restore. That's also the Hangman. That's self-sacrifice. So it's choosing to retreat, choosing to go in a little space by yourself to change how you see something within yourself or outside yourself. Allow the chaos around you to be what it needs to be without pulling you into its vortex. I implore you to be still. Find your highest mountain. Climb your tallest plateau. Wait for the ripple to come to you and then make your move. You are active awareness. You are present in the moment. You are mindful. You are Crane. So it's waiting for something actively. You're understanding. You're waiting for something, a decision to be made, you to make a decision, you know, something to change around you, like balance to come back into play, but it's having active awareness on that situation and waiting for that ripple to come in before you move. You know, waiting for the vibration to be on your skin before you do anything. And I feel like the active part, it's not like standing still. Even here, you're being active. You're doing something. You're doing something. You're not just hanging. You're not hanging. You're being active. But you're actively waiting. I want to feel like actively going inside of you, paying attention to in here, you know, and finding that connection within you today, you know, to weigh your own decisions out here. You know, maybe you're waiting to be rescued for something. Maybe it's waiting. That's the active wait. Maybe that rescue comes in with that change inside yourself and not outside. I hope this was helpful. I love you guys so much. I know this is a long reading. I'll see you soon. Thank you.